Hey there, hi there, ho there, happy, hey, ho there, there's a ho there. Happy Friday the 16th. I am Carell, so very glad you are joining me. And I know, first of all, congratulations, Las Vegas. Whoopee, yahoo, we're number one. Yes, number one in the nation for COVID. The White House, Joe Biden calling us out, everybody calling us out. We are number one, ladies and gentlemen, number one. Woo, we did it. Yes, we are spreading more COVID Delta variant than anywhere else in the United States. And yet you are flocking, flocking to my city. And you're not. And we're going to discuss that on today's Friday show. I'm so glad you are here, rounding out the week with me. All right. So, you know, my shows have taken on themes. And first of all, I'm back on lockdown. Just so y'all know, Las Vegas is number one in the country for Delta variant. Delta variant. What's that fever you've got on? Or, you know, I don't know. I haven't made a parody song out of COVID yet, but I will. I will go where Randy Rainbow will not. So in any event, we are number one in the nation. Woohoo, number one. We did it. Yeah. We are giving more COVID to, you know, really, we are giving, I was going to make a really dirty sexual joke there, but you can't do that anymore because I could be marginalizing women or making fun of sex workers or, you know, there's no humor anymore. But in any event, we are number one, followed closely by Southern California, Los Angeles, and hey, San Francisco, you're not getting left out of the picture either. Oh, COVID's busting out all over. Delta variants on the loose. Yeah. So what do we do about that? Well, here's the thing. First of all, Joe Biden is screaming. And for him, that could take everything out of him. But he's the mad grandpa dad. He's the granddaddy in the corner of the room that is pissed off. What's wrong with grandpa? He pissed off. Well, he's been pissed off for 20 years. That's because he's been 80 for 20 years. But whatever. So Joe Biden is upset with social media for spreading the lies. Spreading the lies and making it so people ain't getting vaccinated. Vaccinated right now, what we need. I should redo that. I should redo medicated to be vaccinated. There is a virus. It's called COVID-19 or it's, I could do it. I could do it today. I could crank that out today. And if I were Randy Rainbow, speaking of him, I would. And it would go viral and I'd be happy and touring and selling tickets. No, I wouldn't. I'm staying home. I am locked down. I am locked down tighter than, again, I was going to make a sexual joke about a woman's private parts during medieval times. But I'm trying to not be a sexist, misogynist, racist, homophobic, transphobic. You know, I'm trying not to be a phobic. I'm trying to be a well-adjusted human being. And how is that working out for you? Woo, child therapy on Friday. This morning, went to my therapist. Friday morning, went to my therapist. And 10 a.m., early appointment for me. Normally, I'd be going now at noon. But no. Yes, this morning at 10 a.m. So that was a deep therapy session this morning because I was like, look, I am not some whack job that's depressed because I'm following the news and I'm letting the news of the world overwhelm me, but it doesn't really affect me. I go, you know, Lake Mead directly, they just said we'd be out of water in 20 years. This house is my bank account. Okay, so, you know, hearing that the local lake that we get all of our water from is going to be dry in 20 years, no, that ain't good. That ain't good. And then global warming, I'm hearing out of Germany that there's some sort of huge storm hitting them right now. And like there's floods happening. I have a friend there and they're like, it's a mess. Global warming being immediately to blame, record flooding. And the whole theme of the show, as I said, the show has theme is I think we are all getting sick of stupid. I don't know about you all, but I am sick. I'm sick and tired of stupid. I'm done. I'm just so done with stupid. And I don't just mean stupid about the COVID, but boy, 49%, because we only 49% vaccinated. That means right around 49% of America is just plain stupid. Every person right now over on the Las Vegas Strip, 5 miles behind me, right this way, right that way, everybody say, everybody over there without a mask on is just plain stupid. Today my friend Steve Cabral texted me and said, hey, I've got a +1 for tomorrow night, Saturday night, to go see a Depeche Mode cover band at this fun bar downtown Las Vegas. Do you want to go? And I said, I wouldn't go see Depeche Mode right now. I would not go see Depeche Mode right now. I would, not in Las Vegas. Number 1 in the country I don't care if you're vaccinated or not. It is stupid to have the casinos open at full capacity. It is just stupid and greedy to have people over there working right now. It is just stupid and greedy. Unless everybody in the casino is vaccinated and every person coming in has had a vaccine verified, then it's dumb to be open. The only way I will go somewhere now is if I know everybody in the room is vaccinated. Vaccinated right now, would you please? Really? For disease. Vaccinated right now for disease. Oh, I could do it. So, I'm on lockdown again. That's depressing as hell, too. I was starting to like to, get back to life. Yes, I'm in a musical mood today. But so what? I can sing and I can write songs. Thea Austin just put music to lyrics that I wrote for the upcoming Dorians. The song is called Flickering Life, about television and what I see television to be. I wanted it dancey and sassy and all of that, and she's done it. She's done it. She took my lyrics. This is the 3rd time I've written lyrics. They've been turned into a song. It's kind of exciting. She asked if I wanted to sing on it. I said, why? You sound incredible. My ego's taking a back door. Really, I'm just like, you sound so good singing it. I can't imagine what I would add to that, but I could add something to it. But one day, maybe I'll do an album of all of the songs that I've written that other people have sung. That would, like Michael Bolton. Be great fun. Well, I'm in a remarkably good mood for my city going to hell in a handbasket. COVID just creeping trying to get through the door. It's like creeping in the house. The COVID, it's everywhere now. Oh my God. And why? Because 49% of us are stupid. And I'm sick of stupid. I don't know about y'all, but we are just, the United States are stupid. That's real. That is the USS. We have credible evidence now that Boris, what's his name? Putin, Vladimir. I'll say Boris Yeltsin. How old am I? Vladimir Putin. There's documents that Russia installed Donald Trump into our, that this wasn't just like maybe it happened. It happened. It should be one of the biggest stories in America right now. No, what have we got? We got Biden yelling at social media because he says it's spreading disinformation. Shut down Fox News immediately. OAN and Newsmax as a public health risk. And yes, suspend Facebook and Twitter. Period. People are dying. Our economy is about to go crashing again. The COVID's going to run out of control again. Hospitals are full again. People who are starting to go back to doctors to have things done that they needed done that they didn't want to go get done because of COVID, now they got to stop again, especially in Vegas. I ain't going in any doctor's office. Well, you're doubly vaccinated. You can still get the disease. Let's stop acting like a vaccine is a cure. It ain't. Now, I have an enlarging aorta, and one day I might actually have to have open heart surgery. And guess what I don't want? I don't want a disease like COVID that messes with your cardiovascular system and your heart. Okay? So don't act like it's a little nothing. COVID is as big and bad as it was before. We're acting like, oh, if I get it now, if I'm vaccinated, it ain't nothing. To hell it ain't. We don't know how long it stays in your system, even if just because you don't show symptoms doesn't mean you couldn't show symptoms in 2 years. We know nothing about this virus. And people want to risk catching it for what? For what? Oh, I haven't gone out in months. Do we hear ourselves? And as for the unvaccinated, acting like they are not a public health danger, they wanted to lock us queers up at the early days of AIDS, quarantine them. And you know what? I was for it. I was for quarantining people with HIV in the early days of AIDS because it was a virus that was spreading out of control. But they were going to use it as a way to lock up queers. Make no mistake about it. So I know the dangers, but I'm telling you right now, either you make vaccines mandatory to enter every public building, every grocery store, everything. If it's a public business, a licensed business, then people must have a vaccine to enter. And yes, make a digital vaccine card that you can scan at the door or whatever. But I'm sorry. I'm so sick of stupid. We handled AIDS stupidly. Now it's been here 40 plus years, killed millions of people. We handled COVID. We are letting ignorant people, 49% of the country, we are letting marching morons march all over us in the name of what? Their rights? You ain't got a right to make me sick. You ain't got a right to try to kill my friends and family. I'm sorry. It is self-defense to make me either vaccinate you or keep your ass out. You've got the zombie plague. We don't let zombies in. Lord, sick of stupid. I am so sick of stupid. Stupid is as stupid does, and stupid is everywhere, honey. There is an epidemic of stupid. And I mean really actual, I don't mean like, oh, that's kind of stupid. No, I mean like really mentally, defective stupid. Like there is an epidemic of it. In everything, in all of business, it is so stupid that the billionaires got richer over the last 24 months while we died financially, and that everything is getting so much more expensive and they are making so much more money, and now we're going back to literally dying again. People who should be putting money in so people could be staying home from work. A national salary should happen immediately because we're going to have to lock down again or die. And if you're content to let these people die, then so am I. This is why I can never run for office, because I say things like this. But it's the truth. If you are content to let the unvaccinated idiots who are going out without masks and without vaccines die, then you know what? So am I. But here's the problem. They're going to die in our hospitals. They're going to clog up our healthcare system, and they're going to put our lives at risk as their herd gets thinned. And that's just that. It'll take another year for most of them to die. Everyone that's going to get it and die for, quote, herd immunity. If they don't, if 50%, look, unless we force them somehow, those other 50% ain't going to get vaccinated. They are Trump supported, and they're not old. See, old Trump supporters took the vaccine. Lindsey Graham took the vaccine. Mitch McConnell took the vaccine. People of a certain age where they're looking at this side of death, they took the vaccine. It's these 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old Trump supporters, maggots. These flag-waving, pickup truck driving, country music listening to, coffee house starting. Oh, yes. What is it? Forrest Wright Coffee House or Top Gun Coffee House or Forrest Gun. They're starting some coffee houses for right-wingers. They want their own country. They want their own ideology. I think COVID should be the split. Give it to them. Tell everyone, if you want to be unvaccinated, you're moving to these states. And everyone else needs to relocate out. We will give you money to relocate out. And then secede from the... Just let them go. Let them go. Let it. Because I don't know about you, but I am sick of stupid. And if half of the country is stupid, get rid of it. If you looked at the country as a living entity, 49% of the body of the country is filled with cancer. That's stage 4. Cancer is in if stupid is a cancer, it's at stage 4. It is everywhere. Now you can survive stage 4, but you got to really be aggressive. Are we going to be aggressive? The world has stage 4 cancer, and that cancer is stupid. The West Coast is baking. There's no water in Lake Mead, and we are still going to discuss mitigation of climate change by 2050. Well, honey, the water's out now. Okay? That's how politicians are, though. They'll let you sit there in the dark while they debate how they're going to pay to put your lights back on. But they'll wait 3 weeks to do it while you sit there in the dark. Yep. What is that? That's stupid. I'm telling you, I am sick of stupid. We have a terminal case of stupid. We have got stage 4 stupid. It is spread throughout the body of the world. Stage 4 stupid. All you people this weekend going to eat all your meat and dairy and pig and all of that. Stupid. It's bad for the planet. If one of your neighbors took a dog out back and slaughtered it on the side of the fence and you saw it, you saw him kill Fluffy on the side of the fence, slaughter it, you'd be so outraged, hurt, you'd be scarred for life. But if that was a pig or a cow or a goat, please, stupid, sick of stupid. I'm sick of people defending themselves on that issue. Well, I need to eat meat. No, you don't. I'm sick of it. So sick of stupid. The planet's dying. Make a choice. Planet Earth or a burger? Well, I have burgers. So that's what there's nothing that you'd have to give up actual meat and dairy. Now there's substitutes for all of it. So I don't, stupid, just stupid, sick of stupid. That's my Friday theme. I'm going into the weekend sick of stupid. Las Vegas is stupid. It was stupid to reopen when it did. It was stupid to and the CDC was stupid to say if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask in public anymore because that just let everybody take them off. Just stupid. I am so sick of stupid. And now I am back trapped in my complex again, only going to a select few restaurants because they have tables outside or at the front away from people. And my fan here. Talk amongst yourselves. I got to show you my COVID fan. That was their musical interlude. This is my COVID fan. This is a fan from a company called Ryobi, and it takes a Ryobi rechargeable battery, and the battery lasts for hours, and you turn it on, and suddenly you are Beyonce. And it's got 2 speeds, like really high, and then a lovely low speed. And I take this whenever I go out in public now. And the reason I take this if I go out in public now to a restaurant or to a grocery store or to Walgreens is I literally carry it with me and point it at my face so the air keeps moving because they said that, with circulation, you won't get the COVID. So this is my COVID fan. I have a COVID fan. It is back out. I had put the COVID fan away. I was leaving the COVID fan at home. I was not taking the COVID fan. Now I'm back to looking like an idiot, but I haven't gotten COVID. So got my COVID fan, got my mask back. So now I'm wearing mask in every business. Yes, at a restaurant I take it off, but I'm never within 6 feet of another patron, and usually by the door where there's a lot of circulation of air or outside. And I've gone back to the Instacart. No more going back to I was kind of liking going to the grocery store for a second and seeing new things. Oh, yeah, you don't see on the Instacart. But, oh, no, back to the Instacart. Why? Because I ain't stupid. Because 1,100 cases a day and a positivity rate of 11.8%, that means that there's people right out here, right outside my door out here, they got the COVID. And 4 miles over on the strip, there's a ton of COVID roaming around right now. A ton. There is so much Delta variant over there on the loose, child. Yep. To me right now, the strip looks like Army of the Dead, that movie Army of the Dead. If you've seen it on Netflix, great, or HBO Max or whatever it's on. If you haven't, it's where Las Vegas becomes a zombie town and they bomb the strip. That's what it is to me right now. There are walking dead over there. Literally. There are zombies over there right now and they don't even know it. There are people over there right now that will be dead in a month because of COVID. Because they wanted to come to Las Vegas and have fun. Wow. I am so sick of stupid, and that's why I think let them die. Just keep you and your family safe, and let's just watch the other 49% dwindle down to 30% and down to 20%. Well, if the death rate, is going to be what, 2% or something, and 49% of America is not vaccinated, then that's what, how many people? 160 million people are still not vaccinated. And if 1% of them die, it'll be like 2 million of them. And believe me, 2 million less Trump voters or less, conservative voters, that shifts the polls. That puts Democratic wins in play. You want to talk politics about COVID? Let's talk the real politics. Why are we pushing for them to get vaccinated? Keep yourself safe. Go back to wearing masks. You stay vaccinated. Stay away from public places. Just hold out for another year. And over the next year, let COVID run rampant through the Republican Party. And let it take out who it takes out. And let the others live. Oh, but it'll clog the healthcare system. Well, yeah, but so what? For a year, it will. But you know what? Maybe that's what has to happen. Maybe COVID's going to be the fix of stupid. I doubt it. We could hope. I mean, truly. Biden's out there screaming about Facebook and Twitter. Why isn't he screaming about Fox News, Newsmax, and OAN? Because there's too much money behind them. Because Rupert Murdoch might be a friend. But you got to have. So I'm sick of stupid. So what are you going to do this weekend to escape stupid? I was going to go to a movie. I can't. So now there are several that are streaming that are also at the theater. I still want to see A Quiet Place 2. That is streaming. I have not seen that. I hear it's really good. There's nothing else really out right now that I really, really want to see enough. Cruella, I'd like to see. It's still $20. So I'm not going to pay that. But HBO, they're streaming that Looney Tunes movie, the basketball movie, Space Jam or whatever, that I would usually, I don't know. I like Looney Tune characters, but I didn't really like the first Space Jam movie, so I don't like basketball. Well, I don't dislike basketball. I'm not a fan. I'm going to try to not watch as much TV over the weekend. I've been watching a lot of television. I've been watching Cold Case for weeks. Like a 20-year-old show or a 15-year-old show. But there are so many. Chadwick Boseman was on it yesterday in season 6. There's so many. In one episode in season 6, they had Lee Majors and Adrienne Barbeau and Mariette Hartley in one episode. I was like, wow. I like when TV brings back older TV stars and let them act again. Let them do something. Let them get on the set and have a trailer. And, Lee Majors, he's a freaking Bionic Man. So I don't know what I'm going to watch over the weekend. Maybe I'll write or do something other than watch. But that's my mind escape, watching television. It's how I deal with stupid. I escape into a story or something because the reality is filled with stupid. So I escape into the television. But there's no real good sci-fi out right now, unfortunately. Summer used to be the time for big sci-fi movies. I want a big space movie with spaceships and villains and things blowing up and, intergalactic stuff. No, none of that. I hear there's 3 Avatars waiting to be released. He's been filming them and there's they're going to come 2 years apart. And the first one comes next year, I guess. Those will be fun. See, entertainment. I'm probably going to cook this weekend. How many of you are going to cook this weekend? Raise your hand if you're going to cook. I'm going to cook this weekend because it's good to have food on hand throughout the week, right? So I'll share with you when I cook over the weekend. I'll record it because I'm going to do a chickpea stew, a crock pot chickpea stew. I want to make dal, Dahl, dal. It's an Indian dish. They have it a lot. It's lentils. Lentils are just great protein source. So I want to make some dal, Dahl, D-A-H-L. And I've been using this app called PlateJoy to inspire me. It does a menu for you, and then it gives you that menu, and it interfaces with Instacart and tells you what groceries you need after asking you what you have. And then you just order through Instacart, which is great. But of course, I always change them. And that really is the mark of a cook or a chef. All chefs go from recipes. Let's be real. A cake is a cake is a cake. Cookies are cookies are cookies, or a stew is a stew, or, a sauce is a sauce. You got to have FASS, fat, acid, salt, and sweet, in most things. So, there are rules for cooking, and there are recipes, basic recipes that all chefs follow. It's what they do with that recipe that then makes them, who they are as a chef. I'm not a chef, I'm a cook, but I will see a recipe and think, oh, it could be better if we do this, or if I do that, or what if I did this instead? And then it makes it my recipe because then I have changed it and added to it. So I'm going to cook this weekend. I want to make potato soup because that's the soup that I want for next week. It sounds hearty and good and delicious. I had pozole yesterday, vegan pozole up at Poncho's. Oh my God, I haven't had pozole in since I became a vegan for like 4 years. It was so good. So I'm going to cook. I'm going to cook this weekend. And see, when I cook in there behind me, see in there, I have all these monitors right here, all this production stuff. And so I can put on television, basically, HBO, Showtime, Netflix, whatever, while I'm in the kitchen. And that's what I do. I put it on and I hear it in the background. And I glance over at one of the screens to see, to see the show. But I'm not like sitting and like just sitting, vegging, watching it. It's usually while I'm cooking. When I play ball with Ember, I sit over there for 30 minutes with her and the ball machine. And I'll put something on because 30 minutes is almost a whole show. So yeah. So escape stupid this weekend however you can. You've got to mask up. I don't care what I don't care what country you're listening to me in. You have to wear a mask. Delta variant is everywhere. And people are traveling now. And people are spreading it. And idiots, half of the people you meet are idiots because they're not vaccinated and they're not wearing a mask. 49%. That's half. So half of everybody in Las Vegas this weekend is an unvaccinated, unmasked moron. And today on our news, they were talking about the mask mandate coming back. And a lot of businesses were like, well, we hope it does, but people get violent. Violent. There was a coffee shop owner saying that he had to remove the mask mandate in his store because people were coming in and being violent about having to wear them. See, that we got to smack those people down. They're as bad as Facebook and Twitter. Biden blames Facebook and Twitter. I blame ignorance. Stupid. It's not, I see all the same stuff on Facebook and Twitter. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I research it because I ain't stupid. What Biden ought to be blaming is stupid. How did half the country get so damn stupid is what he should be out saying. He really should. Kamala Harris should look right at the camera and go, well, the real problem is that half of the country is pretty damn stupid. And we're dealing with mentally defective individuals who don't have the brains God gave them. They actually think that someone's injecting a microchip into them or that all of this is some sort of scam or, whatever it is they believe. They believe that the person that's vaccinated, Donald Trump, is in some way a cult leader, a messiah, a god. These are mentally deficient individuals. When is someone going to address that half of America has no brain cells? Half, 49%. The percent that supported George Bush, that supported Reagan, that supported Donald Trump, they appear to be conservative-leaning idiots. And Republicans love that because they give money because they're too stupid. They give all their money. The money that most of them get from the government, they funnel back to the government. I suppose we should be grateful. They're at home on disability, welfare, Social Security, whatever it might be. And then they give that money back to politicians to oppress them. They are stupid. Lord. Oh, someday, right? Someday we will not be surrounded by so much stupid. I don't know whether it's COVID that's going to fix it. I don't know what's going to fix it, but someday I'll wish upon a star. Musical day. Wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Oh, yes. Aren't we all there for the weekend? Don't you want the weekend to be your rainbow? Somewhere over the rainbow. Aren't we ready to go? I'm ready to go. I am Carell. You be who you want to be, so it doesn't hurt anybody. Let's all go over the rainbow, shall we? Bluebirds fly. Have a safe weekend. Mask up if you do go out. Don't act like it's modified lockdown again. You are vaccinated, so you need to be a little, but you need to act like there's still a deadly virus that's trying to kill you. Keep washing your hands. Keep the hand sanitizer going. Do not let up on that. And stay out of crowds, baby. I'm serious. Do not be going into crowds right now, even with a mask on. There's no point. Because half the people you're going to meet in that crowd are unvaccinated idiots who are, so why? Why put yourself at risk? The stupid are marching. The morons are marching. Avoid them. Do not go get in the midst of morons. Well, what am I supposed to do, Carell? I don't know. We're going to have to find new ways to exist without being around the morons. Whether that's a secession from the union or vaccine-only nightclubs, vaccine-only restaurant, I don't know. But until we figure that out, avoid the morons. And wear a mask. Don't be a maskless moron. Okay? Miss M, hey. Hi. Are you going to come out and vote for people to not be maskless morons? I am Ember. I say don't be a maskless moron. As she doesn't need to wear a mask. She's a dog. Dogs can get COVID. She ain't getting no COVID. All right. Don't forget, the whole show is funded by you at Patreon, right there. Patreon.com/Carell, Karel. I wish there were more of you. I could certainly use the help, but I'm very grateful for those of you that are there at patreon.com/Carell. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Instagram is Really Carell and Twitter is Really Carell. And you know what? I don't like social media, and I think Biden's right. It's causing the downfall of our country. But if that's how I have to attract listeners to my show, then that's what I got to use. I mean, I'm not out there posting, fake COVID news. I'm not out there posting propaganda about, people like Madison Cawthorn or whatever. I'm out there just posting pictures of Ember, me, of vegan food, and stuff I do on my show. So if you want to follow that, it's Really Carell, ReallyKarel, at Instagram and Twitter. And you subscribe at YouTube, youtube.com/Really Carell. All right. Have a great, great weekend. Again, I don't want you to be sad because we're going back on modified lockdown. Okay, but we are. It would be dumb not to, and we're gonna. And when I say that, what I mean is you're gonna have to mask up. You're gonna have to avoid crowds. You're going to have to keep washing your hands. So that's sort of a modified lockdown. You cannot go to the theater. You can't go watch a play. I know that they're starting them, but it's not now. Not unless they can guarantee everybody in the place has had a vaccine. Until that happens, you can't trust it. Not while the Delta variant is taking hold and that non-vax or people with vaccines are getting it. And people that already had COVID are getting the Delta variant. So, I know we're all sick of stupid. So don't be stupid. That's the thing. I'm going to take a little extra time here. It's one thing to be sick of stupid, but then don't be stupid. Just because you're fatigued. You're tired of following the rules. They're frickin' doing lotteries to give morons, that will finally go get a vaccine money incentives when we don't get any money incentive or anything and we followed all the rules. I know you're getting tired of knowing that global warming is real and knowing that something drastic has to be done to help the Western situation of water and climate. I know that you're tired of Joe Biden being president and not being able to get an agenda through because half the Congress is freaking stupid. I know that you're as tired and fatigued from all of it as I am, but that does not mean you get to be stupid with your own life. You have got to wear a mask everywhere you go. You have got to avoid crowds. And the only way you sit around maskless is if you know every person there is family and is vaccinated or is a close friend or is vaccinated. Otherwise, if you're sitting in a group with strangers in it or whatever, put on a frickin' mask. Don't mess with your life. Don't do it. And avoid the marching morons, and don't be a maskless moron. Avoid throngs of maskless morons. Just avoid them. If you see a group of people and a majority of them don't have a mask on, don't assume they're vaccinated because half of those people are not. In fact, nowadays, when I see people in a mask, I assume they're vaccinated. Nowadays, a mask tells me that the person's vaccinated. All right, I'm out. Have a good weekend. Have a nice Friday night, a good Saturday, Sunday. See you on Monday. Regular schedule.